Wow. This is crazy. It hasn't even hit me yet, really. I'm 2 years on testosterone today. 2 years on T today. With this little thing and this little thing. I look like I do today, and I feel as good as I do today, and as confident as I do today. This was one of my first ever testosterone administrations, and it's the gel, right? So you take it out, you squeeze it, put it on your arm, and you wait 2 hours for it to dry because your skin isn't ready for it yet. That would happen. I would wait a really long time for it to dry, and I just had to deal with it. And but eventually it dried quicker on my skin, because my skin kind of learned how to absorb it, I think. And then yeah. I'm still this is crazy, like, wow. And then I realized that I couldn't do it every single day. So, you know, after a while of not really even being on this, only doing it every single week, it was crazy. Some unexpected, well, not exactly unexpected, but some unwanted changes happened. But that's okay. It's all a part of the process, and it's all a part of my narrative, and I don't really regret it, you know, because I think that had to happen for me to be on this. And I started on shots. It's been about 13 weeks, because today is April 13th. I don't even know what to say, because I'm not gonna say I didn't think I would get here, but I didn't think I would get here so fast. It's been 2 years. Like, it's not something that I think about on a daily basis, like the fact that I'm on T or whatever, like, it's really not. You know, even when I do my shot and stuff like that, it's like, oh, okay, gotta give myself a shot, like, whatever. At this point, it's just kind of like, whatever. But I feel like at 2 years, you just kind of reach that point where it's just, you just live your life, you know? And after top surgery and after being on T for like 6 months, my dysphoria had diminished. Well, I mean, okay. After being on T for like 6 months, my dysphoria had diminished incredibly. And then after surgery, it was like practically non-existent. And now I'm having some issues with bottom dysphoria, but it's not every single day, you know? And so it's just, I didn't know that all of this would happen so fast, and that I would just kind of, it feels like I kind of just woke up and I'm 2 years on testosterone. I can't stress enough how important it is that you, if you're pre-T, right there, take pictures of yourself. I know that you probably don't want to right now, and I know that you're probably tired of seeing your freaking face every day, like, not looking the way you want it to, but once you get on T, once you can, you'll look in the mirror and you won't remember what it felt like to look like that anymore. Do you know what I'm saying? But like you'll just be going through the motions every single day, and you'll be able to recall the experience, but you won't be able to have it ever again. I think that's what I'm trying to say, is you will never experience that again. And I know that you're thinking, well, yeah, that's what I want to do. I don't ever want to experience that ever again. But it's like, you want to remember where you came from. You want to remember why you did this, you know? Because if I didn't have pictures, if I didn't have these videos, if I didn't have any of that, I would be so lost every time I tried to do my shot. I'd be like, what was this even for? What's the point of this? Why am I sticking myself in the stomach every week? Like, why? You see the changes happening, and you experience the world differently from, let's just say, 6 months to 1 year. And then after that 1 year mark and onwards, you just get to be you. And it's not to say that you can't be who you are in the first year, but I think I had to go through, you know, it's all the whirlwind of physical changes and a lot of emotional changes too, and a ton of social changes. But for me at least, I realized after all of that, I don't even have to be male. I don't have to be anything, you know? You learn what society wants for men and males and boys, and that binary standard of thinking. And then you realize, if you want, you don't have to go by any of it. And that's pretty amazing. And I'm using, you know, the second person you, and I really mean me, but I hope you understand what I'm saying. I realized looking through old pictures and stuff like that, and doing my kind of Instagram layout or whatever of like 0 months, 1 month, or 0 months, 1 year, or 2 years, when I was scrolling through all of my old photos, I came out as non-binary right around a year on testosterone. And from that point onwards to now, about a year of knowing that I wasn't 100% male, or that I really didn't want to conform to any kind of gender roles whatsoever, of like just a year of not giving a fuck, I have really become my own person. And I have learned so much about myself, and I've changed and grown so much because of that. I mean, in my gender identity and stuff like that, like, I really don't talk about it a lot. I really don't talk about it a lot with other people. I kind of like keep my own, you know, identity to myself or whatever, and like, that's okay with me. I never thought that that was okay. I thought that I would always want everybody to know everything, and I would educate everybody about everything. But it's like, I tried kind of to explain how I'm not 100% male, or like I don't feel like that, to my friend, to like a couple of my cis friends, and like they just don't get it, and they never will. And I'm not happy about it, but I'm okay with it. I'm at peace with it, essentially. And I think that's the whole thing. I'm gonna start crying. I'm just at peace. And, you know, the whole thing of I don't have to really talk to anybody about my gender or whatever, like, I just kind of came to it by myself. And it's such a personal thing that so many people aren't gonna understand. And that is the biggest change from last year to now. is just being okay with my gender, you know, just kind of not caring what it was. You know, that's been my whole thing of being non-binary, like just not giving a fuck about gender or the roles or norms assigned to us. Like, I just wanted to be me. Alright, we can get into some physical changes now, I guess. Some physical changes that have happened. I have more stomach hair. My freaking shoulders grew more. They grew more. Like, all of a sudden, one day, a bunch of shirts didn't fit me in the shoulders anymore. And, like, I don't know when it happened. It was probably around... It was, like, recently, too. Probably, like, a year and 8 months on T. Maybe even later than that. It was after I had top surgery. About a year and 9 months. My shoulders grew bigger. Like, what? That was the biggest change, because I wasn't expecting anything to happen, really, other than, like, things to progress. What's interesting is that hair is starting to creep up on my hands. Weirdly, mostly on the side of my hand, like here. I always kind of had hair on my fingers, and that hasn't really changed. I'm getting more hair on the inside of my arm, like here. When I got my tattoo, I had actually had more hair on the inside of my arm than I ever did before. Before, I think I had my entire, you can actually kind of tell where the hair grew in. So I think like this entire patch, I think like this entire piece of my arm didn't have hair on it. I think the little patch that grew, I think the piece that grew is like here. I'm sure, I mean, yeah, probably eventually I'll have hair all over my arms, but not yet. I still have a lot missing from this part of my arm, and that's fine, I really don't care. Just kind of interesting, like how it's creeping up on here. That's definitely a change from 1 year to 2 years. Haven't gotten a ton of hair on my feet. Oh my god, facial hair, obviously. Okay, so this is my beard now. So it's definitely creeping up here a lot more than it had before. It's definitely creeping up onto my face a lot more. Still not a ton here. Other than that, my feet have not grown anymore. Thank God. Because that was a struggle in the first year. What else? I don't know. I don't know if my skin has gotten drier. I'm not sure. I feel like my skin has kind of settled down as far as like acne, which is really nice. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna end this there. I've been talking for like 35 minutes, so that's great. Alright. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.